Hey, good morning, grinders. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way, to you and your family. Enjoy the awesome NFL contests that are coming up this weekend as well. Been getting a lot of questions about why I haven't been uploading anything to YouTube and Facebook lately. Well, I'm pretty much exclusively on Roto Grinders now, and I'm happy to announce today that in mid-February, my premium package is going to be released. I have picked out a title. I'm going to be calling it Trust the Process, a Beginner's Guide to Daily Fantasy Sports. Um, I am anticipating it being either $24.99 or $19.99. Probably going to be $19.99. So I think it's certainly affordable. And for that price, it's going to give you the tips and tricks and what I've learned in the 2.5 months that I've been doing this. And you're going, yeah, whatever, you just got lucky. Well, um, maybe, but it's certainly a strong 2.5 months of luck. So take that for what it's worth. But I will be donating 10% to a charity as well. I have not decided on one yet, but I will be asking around. And if you have one that you would recommend, feel free to tweet it to me. So I wanted to make a quick video today talking about cash lineups and GPP lineups. And I had one Facebook subscriber. I'm gonna call him anonymous because I know you guys love to leave very positive comments once in a while in the comments section. So, yeah, let's call him Andy. So Andy's question was, I saw your lineup that you posted on Twitter prior to lock. Yesterday I posted it about 20 minutes. And I still, at that point, I posted under my lineup. I said, wait until the Phoenix guys are announced because I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to throw Bledsoe in there. I ended up not throwing him in there, and he had a hell of a game. But I'm pretty happy with how I did regardless. So, but if you played Bledsoe, hell yeah, man. He did a great. That game was pretty entertaining to watch. But anyway, he said I entered in your lineup, the exact same lineup, and then I saw you won. I didn't win. What gives? Well, here's where you done fucked up. And I just got a tweet actually. So some guy wanted me to talk about Friday. Oh my God, Friday. So real quick, let's talk about Friday. Jesus. Those of you that watched my Periscope on Friday night with me. First of all, I want to say thank you for being in the chat. It was one of the most fun nights I've had playing DFS, and this was just insane. So Friday night was NBA. I just got back from out it was my dad's birthday, and I was looking at some of the late night NBA games, and I'm kind of messing around, and I got like an hour before locks. I'm just playing around, and I'm like, God damn, I'm like, I really like this team. Like, this is pretty nice looking. So I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good, right? And it's Friday, whatever. So I throw it in this winner take all. And it ended up starting to turn into a sweat. So I turned on the stream and had a few people join in. And then a few people more and a few people more. And it got to be like an actual night sweat. And it caught on pretty good. And I ended up winning the son of a bitch by less than a point. If I remember correctly, the guy below me had Moutier for Denver, and he ended up having a turnover, which essentially put me in first place. So, oh God, that was just nuts. And I think you guys were more excited in the chat than I was, to be honest with you, because I mean, some of you guys, I don't know, this Keller Jacks guy must be a comment on that, but I did whatever. And then last night, but he said, his Facebook guy said that he entered that on Friday and he didn't win. But he didn't send me what contest. Now, this is last night's. And as you can see, yeah, I just crushed it. I mean, I won on every double up, triple up, quintuple up, everything. And you notice they're all $5, $2, $1 entries. Look at the quintuple up, guys. You take $2 and you turn it into 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I mean, I know I entered in $60 in entries last night, so that's $161.40 profit. I'll take that any night of the week. And that's just playing cash games, guys. This is not GPPs. This is not your crazy high risk reward tournaments. I am just playing cash games because they're safer. Typically on your cash game, the house is going to take some. So FanDuel, DraftKings are going to take, a percent. And that's called the margin. That's fine. But when you're playing a cash game, you're going from essentially where a GPP, your odds of winning can be, there's, I think, what are they, like 25% maybe to like 18, 19 for some. It depends how they're like if they're top heavy or not. Like if first place gets like 80% of the pool, I'm just throwing out round numbers, but cash games are always going to be your double ups and 50-50s. So on your double ups, I mean, you got it's like a 43% 5 chance of winning. It's much, much better chance of winning than your GPP, but yeah, you're not going to win as much. But hey, guys, I mean, I always say, and this is also what thing I want to point out in my book is this is the NBA season, guys. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And bank management is huge. It's and from what I've even learned in NBA, because I'm still learning NBA too. It's always important to be learning, guys. If you think you know everything, and I certainly don't know everything, if you think you do, you're a fucking idiot. You need to be willing to learn new stuff, and I am. And guys, I don't remember who said it, or I'd give him the credit, but he said NBA is a marathon, not a sprint. So don't go haywire. Like tonight, for example, on a 4-game slate. Oh, this is my other one. I'm sorry, but tonight we only have 4 games tonight. Oh, here it is. 4 games, guys. Don't go nuts on this. I'm gonna play. Of course, I'm gonna play. I gotta play because I really want to see that Thunder Laker game. I'm pretty pumped for that. Oh my God, Russell Westbrook, and it's 2 points. That's it. Oh my God, that's gonna be a fun game to watch. But don't go haywire, guys. Keep it simple. But don't go nuts, okay? But he said that last night. This was my best lineup, I believe. I created 3 cash lineups because I said I liked a lot of players that I liked. Or I liked a lot of players that I liked. No shit. There were a lot of players that I liked. Okay, good. This was the one that did not have Andrew Wiggins in it, but he was probably my worst play last night. Was Andrew Wiggins. Just all around horrible. I did have Giannis in all my other ones, so Beal was a good fill-in, and overall, with getting Wiggins out of there and Durant, I ended up scoring more points on this lineup. The Golden State game had me worried because it was going to be a fucking blowout, and it was. They won by 37 points. So I was a little worried about Golden State, about who to roster, but if there's any questions about Kevin Durant not fitting in well in Golden State, I think y'all can STFU because, wow, he is insane. Okay, but again, this is a cash game lineup. Now, I 332, I would imagine, that might, no, probably not, because first place in this cash game, this was the quintuple up. So this was the quintuple up, okay? Yeah. So this guy took first. I took 169th. And we all get the same amount of money. That's another thing I love about cash games. It doesn't matter if you take first, if you take 800. If you're in if you're in the top half, you win the same amount of money. So it doesn't matter if you take first or whatever. Just place in the top half and you win. Now, 332, yeah, 332 is a great score. And that is a beautiful cash game score. Anytime you can get over 300, you always see things on Twitter like, oh, the 300 club. And on DraftKings, that's a little easier to do because you have more players to roster. But if you hit 300 on FanDuel, you're really fucking rocking it. You're doing really good. So anytime you hit 300 on FanDuel, you're most likely to cash. I'm not going to say guaranteed to cash because nothing's guaranteed in this business, but you're probably going to cash. Okay. Probably. Frank the Tank, he had 30 points. Oh God, you ugly tan. You need a tan, Frank. Fuck. So anyway, just to help you out, guy, I forgot what I called you now, Andy, I think, on Facebook. Don't plug everything into a GPP, man. You need if you guys play nothing but GPPs, you are going to be broke in no time. I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to sustain an 82 game plus the playoffs NBA season. You're going to be fucking done. I mean, there's guys that are done. They were done week 1 already because they pissed away all their money because they think they know everything, and they pissed away everything. The first week of NBA, I was lucky if I did $10 a night because I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything. I was still learning. I was still learning how to play daily fantasy basketball, and it's totally different than NFL. Totally different than NFL, and it's different. I love them both. They both have their aspects to them. But go. You don't need to go ham. You don't need to go haywire. Now, if you feel super confident, like I did, like on Friday night, and just go, you know what? I really like this lineup. Hey, go for it. And, hopefully you cash. And if you do, you should feel a great sense of accomplishment. If you don't, hey, you know what? It's one day, guys. It's one day. Don't risk going for the big one in one day and then not being able to play the rest of the year. Bankroll management. Don't throw everything in, man. I know you want to win those big GPPs, but chances are you're not. Now, I know that might... God, this guy's a fucking prick. Hey, I'm just telling you the way it is. What of course, you guys know I hit that big GPP in the NFL week, I don't know, 5, 6, 4, 5 now, 5, 6 now. I haven't hit a big GPP yet. You know how I've done? I've done really good. And you know why? Because I've been playing cash games, because I took my winnings and I'm keeping them safe by playing cash games. Yes, I play GPPs, and yeah, I lose a majority of them, of course. Most people do. That's odds. It's going to happen. Got to go with the math. You got to go with the figures, guys. But play it safe. The reason you play your GPPs and you can afford to play them is because you use your winnings from your cash games, and that's what you use to enter in your GPP contests with. If you want to do it that way, which most people do, and those that have done that are the ones that typically have the most success. Just want to be honest with you guys, but again, I love that quote, is that it's a marathon. Treat this like a marathon. Every day is fun. One thing that I enjoy more about NBA than NFL is if you have a bad week in NFL, it can really stick with you all week, and it can just grind at you. And then the problem is you come back the next week and you just want to go haywire. And I did that one week, and I got lucky, and I did good. But again, is that really a sensible thing to do? No, it's not sensible, but it can happen. But I'm not really condoning that. I'm really not a good example of, because I don't really, there's no, I mean, you have to develop your own system. But what I can say is just don't throw everything away at once. Especially in NBA, guys, where one night you're not gonna win every night. You can't. It's just not gonna happen. But you have a night like last night, I'm so happy I did that good last night. Why would I want to risk it on a 4-game shitty slate like tonight? No, fuck that. I'm gonna play some GPP. You know what I'm gonna do tonight? I'm gonna play some GPPs. I'm gonna do that Periscope show, and we're gonna have some fun doing it. And if I win, I win. If I lose, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. And that's why we play this, because it's fun. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit me up on Twitter at Serpico HCS. And again, check out Roto Grinders, get all their stuff, premium memberships, all that great content, NBA stats, projection lines right here. I mean, I'm just looking at pays, totals of play, guys, everything you need to help you build a winning lineup over there. So thank you much, guys. Have a great Thanksgiving. Peace.